Good evening, folks. This footage was recorded back in November. This is the closest that I've gotten to Sasquatch um, with this cleanup footage. So they were just in the bush inside the tree line here. I'm going to go ahead and go to edit and do a markup for those having a hard time seeing it. But the first one is this little juvenile right here. All right, there's his mouth. Here's his eye, his other eye, and his little nose. And he's on the top of the neck head of this Sasquatch, or the female Sasquatch. Here's her big eye. Look at that. Her big pupil. Down there's muscular back. You can see all the muscles in her back. It's crazy. All right. And then her head goes like that. There's her nose. Here's her mouth. All right. And then I'm gonna take a look at this real quick as soon as I get this done. Then right here is another little baby Sasquatch. It's on the other side of her head. You can see its eye here, its nose. So either these are twins, or she's having back to back to back year babies. Look at that little baby. I've not done any enhancements. Look at the face of this. Look at her eye right there. Now you can see, if you look down her eye right here, this part here's got her nocturnal shade lens halfway across her eye to cut down on the glare from a moonbeam reflecting back at me. And then her little eye, well, not her little eye, her eye's huge, but her pupils like that. And then there's the rest of her eye. But this thing slides across like this in conjunction with the pupil lids coming down like that. It's a nocturnal being. They got them like alligators and other nocturnal beings have. But you can see her face there, see her body, see the little baby on her back, the two little babies on her back. All right. And then you see right here, she's got her she's got her tongue sticking out right here. Let me show you something. She's got her tongue rolled up. How they roll their tongue up in a loop, like how humans roll their tongues up in a loop. I don't know if she's catching water or what off them leaves or something. She's consuming something. And then right here is another little Sasquatch. You can see the eye right there. You can see its copper hair. You can see its eye right there with her, with he or her. I think this one's a he. I think this one here is a she, and then the he is right here. He's a large Sasquatch too, but you can barely see his eye above that vegetation right there. There's his other eye. Now his face structure is a lot different than the female structure. Because right here is his nose, and the other holes like right there, and then his lips are down here, big prominent lips and jaw bones and whatnot. But like I said, they're masters of cover and concealment. But to the trained eye, you can see him. You know he's there once you see his outline. And he's probably got a juvenile on top of his head as well. Probably an older one. Now, adults will ride on other adults' backs. Juveniles, the whole 9 yards. When they get up to run, juvenile, adult, they all run together. So here's one right here standing backwards. There's his eye. There's his mouth. He's in the vegetation, so he's showing up green. Um, with their chameleon abilities that they use. Uh, But yeah, that's up close Sasquatch. There's two adults and some babies there. Absolutely. I've not done any enhancements yet, so let's just see if I can make it a little more crisp here. This is not pareidolia. This is not pixelated. This is pretty good footage. Look at the shading you can see on the nose and stuff. The eye. It's got its eye halfway closed off, cut down on glare. It's absolutely amazing. That shows the perfect functionality of their eyes right there. How they hide their eyeballs. It's just amazing. And then look, then you can see the nostrils there. And you see that little baby back there. Look at his eyes. That's it, folks, on this one. But yeah, I was up close with him. I was walking the woods and I had my light out and they just didn't run. They just stood real still as I was spinning my light around, turning my light around with my camera, and they were just standing there. And I didn't even notice them. They were just standing so still, and I was able to catch his footage. They didn't have no smell or nothing like that. This group didn't, um, to alert me that they were there. But yeah, look how clear that is. Folks, you want to see a Sasquatch right there? It is. Yeah, there's a little vegetation there, but that's a Sasquatch with its babies. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'd like to welcome my new members. It's a serious stuff right here. These guys could have reached out and attacked me, and I'd not even known it. None the wiser. They would have been right on me. As soon as I turned my back to them, they could have had me. See, here's another one right here showing his copper collars. He's got to be down on the ground. He's sitting a lot lower than the other ones. See his eye there, his conical head. He's sitting back in there. Here's another copper collar one, brownish color. But these ones here are right up on top of me. Let's see what else I got. Look at those eyes. There's another one there. Yeah, if I would have caused if I would have hurt any of these guys, they could have attacked me real easy. It wouldn't have been nothing I could have done about it. People often ask me, "Hey, why don't you shoot him, man, or something?" There's so many of them. If you just got lucky and happened to actually hit one of them, you wouldn't make it out of the woods because all the other ones would be right there on you. Um, and that would be a nightmare trying to run from these apex predators. You'd never make it out. Uh, you know, you'd never make it out. Just put it that way. All right, folks. I got some more footage to come out tomorrow. I'll put it up on the channel. Good night.